I don't know who I'm speaking to today, but Spirit has sent me here to deliver a message to someone very specific, as your faith needs to be restored. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords. You have friends on the spiritual side that are not going to let you give up on something or yourself. They are not going to let you fold amongst adversity. Whatever is frustrating you, whatever feels as if it's, whether it's spiritual, physical, I do feel like it's more of a spiritual element than it is a physical element. But it could be both. It could be showing up in both. But nonetheless, you have friends on the other side. Okay, you have spirits that support you. You have spirits that know what you go through, what you deal with. And if there is anything trying to obstruct you from sharing that love and sharing that joy that you possess, and it's making you feel restricted or making you feel as if you can't be different or anything like that, or that there's consequences to not kissing ass, right, or not doing what others may want you to do in a situation, then this message is going to be for you. All right. There is going to be a situation that is going to get a lot of attention. Okay, I don't know if this is your situation or a situation around you, but you're meant, it's a part of your destiny. Okay, you're meant to be known for something. Okay, and whatever you're meant to be known for, whatever is a part of your North Node or your destiny, it has to come with, it has to be great because it's coming with a lot of adversity, and it's coming with a lot of unexpected changes that may come your way in all areas of life. Okay. Let's see. So we have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you know why? It's because you have completed some type of download that the universe gave you. Like you downloaded or you accessed an even larger amount of your consciousness, which means you are pretty much packed with full voltage of the sun as far as the perspective, right? You're able to reflect even more perspectives than you were able to in the beginning of your journey. So at this phase of your journey, you taking that information and coming back with those tablets, right? Like Moses going to the mountain to retrieve the perspective of the tablets. Theoretically, that's kind of this situation here. You have gone on some type of spiritual journey, sabbatical, and you have access to knowledge, information, and it's been downloaded into you. And so it's imprinted or encoded in your software. Okay, the software, hardware, whatever you want to call it. But in order for you to be able to perceive this amount of information, you had to go through things. A lot of you had to go through things. It was a journey. You had to trust the steps that you were guided to be taken. You had to go through huge losses. You had to take on disastrous situations, desertous situations, and whatever this journey entails for you, you're an even bigger threat now. Bigger than you were before, because Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You have no filter. You have no filter. This is the type of force, weapon, your voice has no filter, which means you were forged out of fire. Okay? There's something about sharpness, pitch, tone. Some of you guys, if you are vocalists, you may be able to reach a certain octave that you never could before. Something may echo. You may have mastered a new way of communicating. But this is saying that you have no filter. This is saying that you are someone not to be fucked with, essentially. In a lot of ways. So we have the Ten of Wands. Again, it's not your responsibility. So you are descending from this spiritual pilgrimage, mountain, whatever, with truth. Okay? The Knight of Swords with the Ten of Wands in reverse is pretty much, it's not my responsibility to say what you want me to say, do what you want me to do, but it's like a silent kill here. So it's like you've mastered some type of kill switch, which means that your silence is even more vicious than your bark or your bite. Okay? Yeah, you have a lot of voices energy out here. Damn. I feel as if you went through some type of test here. Test of patience, companionship. You went through a test of companionship and you passed. Oh well. So this is going to go one of two ways. You are a walking trigger. You're a walking trigger. So being that you're a walking trigger, this can go one of two ways, which would mean that you're silently triggering people. It's just in the way that you move, the way that you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this is like a bully picking on a very innocent person, and that innocent person is 10 times stronger than the bully, not because of them fighting back or them attacking for attack, but it's in the silence. It's in allowing that person to create the offense and also generate the karma for themselves. Because with every blow, with every hit, with every word that's said towards you is an act of aggression, not for yourself, but to a higher power. You see what I'm saying? So the offense, though it may physically affect you, right, in some capacity, you may feel as if you're weak because you may have once felt like that was your weakness, that you didn't speak up for yourself, or you didn't go back and forth with people, or you may have once upon a time thought that that was your weakness, but really it was your strength. Instead of allowing people to play with you and giving them more than one way to play with you, you narrowed the road. You said you're going to take the gentle approach. You're going to be compassionate, even amongst adversity. And those that come against you, those that choose to rise in a particular way and like bully you, because the first thing that these energies like to do is, oh snap, you gonna let me talk to you like that? You gonna let me do this to you? Well, let me take it a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? That's what every bully does. One hit ain't enough. They have to kick you when you're down. They have to do it at a point in your life where it's like you've already beat a dead horse. What more do you want, right? What this is saying to me is that the sneaky, conniving, vindictive, opportunist, trying to harm you, you attract all of that to you because you appear to be an easy target. But it adds up. And as this wheel revolves, one of these bullets is going to strike and you're going to be released. It's like what's that thing that people do when you stand there and it's you and the other person? A duel. But you find yourself in these duel situations reluctantly. You don't be trying to. So this is someone trying to steal your blessings by way of getting you to retaliate, which means that someone has been watching you for a long time and they're convinced that your blessings is connected to your ability to be guided in the right direction. And so this is someone that wanted to hurt you to guide you down the wrong direction. Now, attempting that against somebody that has downloaded this amount of knowledge from their journey is, they don't compare, right? And so this particular trick will only backfire. And so someone has played Russian roulette with their own life. Because the Ten of Wands is saying that you have said, this is not my problem, right? I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to worry. Been here, done that, seen this a million times before. And so someone felt like since they couldn't get you to feel broken, down on your luck, financially, physically, by way of you giving up on yourself, by way of you, stop doing what you love doing, act as if you are just giving up on yourself. Because someone couldn't get you to physically do that, they attempted to take a more personal approach. Now, this personal approach is with the Knight of Swords, combative, right? Go back and forth. One person says something, you say another. Y'all go back and forth, tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. It's a very low vibrational way of communicating, but it's often the easiest for these types of tricksters. And so they'll talk to you in a way where it's like, yeah, eat my shit. Yeah, you have to take whatever I say. Oh, yeah, I can talk to you any type of way because you're going to try to, you have to be nice to me. You have to say what I want to hear, right? All of those types of bullies, those types of energies. That's what I see here. Provoking you. Someone has spent their lifetime career mastering how to provoke people to do what they want, right? And so someone has made it their objective to spiritually irritate you and affect you financially in some capacity more closely, right? This is that type of energy of attempting to do it more, get a better look, get a closer look. And that's that energy where a person comes close enough to the point where they want to see their own massacre. You know what I'm saying? After doing all of this shit at a distance, they want to see what it looks like up close to administer that last blow. And so when that becomes a person's fixation, then they're locking themselves into their own karmic experience, their own karmic lesson. So you have your orders to continue program as usual, right? To continue the program as usual. 10 of Cups. Because you have a couple foxes here that are under the impression that they have you exactly where they want you. And that you have no choice now. The intentions here is to make you feel like regret, remorse. You know what I'm saying? Someone wants you to care. Show emotions. They want you to care that people talk about you. They want you to care that people don't like you. They want you to care that they too are doing things against you. This is what they want you to care about. The 4 of Cups. But you're talking to the Hermit. The Hermit doesn't care about shit. So the fact that you are coming down out of isolation, right? And you are putting yourself out there and things like that. The objective is to get you hung up on words. Oh, come on. And because that's not working very well, the objective is to get you hung up on having a liar, having a cheater, having a hater right in front of you on a regular. So essentially what I'm seeing here is that someone intends on making your life a living hell. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Like, oh, you're not gonna like coming to work every day having to see me, or you're not gonna like coming here and having to see me. You're not gonna like being here and having to see me. There's something about having to being forced to see something that you really don't care to see. But Seven of Cups, there's a lot of confusion here. So step 1 has already been completed, which is whoever these people are, they're focused on you, which means you have their attention. So they have officially locked in, but the wheel hasn't turned yet. And it just depends on this person's next move, right? Here are the dogs. Depends on this person's next move. And so this person hasn't made a move yet, but they definitely are focused on you. And my dogs are growling. They're focused on you spiritually, right? Queen of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They stay up all night thinking about you. They focus on you all day. They are bothered spiritually. They have a thing about power and being in control, and how they get that power is by focusing intently on a person, playing situations to their favor to try to pretend as if they haven't done any of it, right? They like to play victim. Someone is very insecure. This is a grown-up, nonetheless. So they get grown-up consequences. Someone likes to play crazy like they don't know something until the right time, right? And then they're kind of using another person with the Knight of Wands. It's like they want to use another person to be their mouthpiece or their tool in a situation. Yeah. And so someone's playing into someone else's strategy just the way that they want them to. And I feel like it's this Knight of Swords energy. Clarify this Knight of Swords energy. Queen of Voices. Oh, yeah. So someone, if this is you in the Queen of Swords energy with the Five of Wands, you're aware of the conflict. All right, you're aware that there are multiple strings being pulled by one particular person that has a vendetta towards you, right? And since they can't get you to feel remorse for a situation, they're going to use a situation as a means to try to make you feel as if you're wrong about something, so this way they can cast whatever spell that they want to cast of illusion to you. So this is transferring one person's pain over to another person's, one person's misery over to another person, right? But in order to cast those type of spells or have you assume any type of responsibility for another person's emotions, they would have to make you feel guilty for something or make you feel remorse by the absence of them. And I feel like the remorse around the absence of them hasn't been working. So the Knight of Swords energy is saying you've allowed someone to have your undivided attention. You see what I'm saying here? While someone else is pretending like they're not watching, like they're not involved, that they don't have a hand in the situation. You know exactly the ringleader, you know the puppeteer master, you know who's in control of a situation, right? Who's the source of all the drama? Well, it's definitely the Queen of Cups in reverse. They'll never admit it. They like to hide. They like to hide behind this because it makes them feel like they're more mature. It makes them feel as if they are not even that type of person. The whole objective here is to make you appear, Taurus, as if you are the aggressor attacking an innocent, sweet person, right? The objective here is to get your attention. And so now that someone's like, oh my God, I got Taurus's attention. Taurus, I can feel it. Taurus is focused on me. And this is my opportunity. This is my moment. All right. 7 of Wands. This is my moment to be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this person. I don't want anything to do with Taurus. I don't even want this drama being brought to me. I don't even know anything about this. This is the entire objective. Play crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's giving me this energy where if somebody wants to slap you, they're gonna have to slap you looking you in your eye. You get what I'm saying? If somebody wants to do something to you, they're gonna have to do it looking you in your eye. If they want to stab you, you're gonna have to look Taurus in the eye and stab them. All right? And so someone's trying to avoid looking you in your eye. They're trying to avoid, one-on-one combat because they prefer to do things in an inconspicuous way. It's their strength, right? But the divine is going to make all these people spiritually aware of the role that they play. Right? But just because you're aware of someone else's motives or their moves or their intentions doesn't mean you have to give them an ounce of conversation, an ounce of focus. You understand? At all. So your silence will kill. And that's just kind of what it is. There's this, oh my God, Taurus is doing something to me. Oh my God, Taurus is doing something to me. I feel this way because Taurus is doing something to me. I feel like that's someone else's mental with the moon energy. Strong Cancer. Someone is trying to pretty much convincing themselves, right, because they're mental, that whatever they feel emotionally is happening to them because Taurus is doing this to them. But they have their own little secret. But again, they want you invested in the secret. Like, oh, what is it, this secret that this person has? What's this secret? What is this? I don't know. Someone likes to hold leverage or wants to hold leverage. Like, oh, I'm keeping a secret for you. Or, oh, I'm doing something low key for you. This is also someone wanting to make it seem as if they know things that you don't know and how people feel about you. They want to hurt you, But again, I just keep being brought back to this hermit energy. This person is coming against a hermit. Like a hermit. A hermit that has nothing to lose, matter of fact. So to waste everything that they have on emotions, that doesn't sound wise at all. I don't know. I feel like these are people that may have started out as friends, or they may have started out as people that pretend to care or something like that, supportive, but genuinely, they don't really like you. But Taurus, again, I feel like you know that. Same shit, different day. 9 of Pentacles in the world. So it's a foolish investment to care what the world thinks about you. This is a lesson not for Taurus, but for those that want Taurus to care about the foolish things of the world, which is matters out of their own control, resentment, regret. Like, well, it's time for that. Okay. But I feel as if someone is trying to take on your persona, Taurus, and have this same type of attitude. See, someone's adopting an attitude and trying to wear it as a false mask like you. But what they failed to acquire is the hermit energy, which is where you go and you receive that intimate relationship with the Most High. The hermit energy in reverse is saying that you take your issues to a higher power. You see what I'm saying? You go above the jurisdiction of the 3D, the 4D, the 5D. You go all the way up to the 7th. Hell, 10th, if you will. And so you see all levels of the pyramid scheme playing out. People's intentions, hierarchy, who's at the bottom of the food chain, who's at the top of the food chain. And there is a couple levels here playing out. It's real messed up though for somebody to use their weakest link as the one to be the sacrifice. Because I feel like there's someone that feel like they've created some type of clique, group, coven, relationships, friendships, whatever. And they feel as if they're sending in their weakest link to kind of do a temperature check on you, Taurus. This temperature check will determine, it's supposed to confirm some type of suspicion that they particularly have in regards to you. However, again, they're not going to reveal their hand. So they have to stir the pot and get their most emotionally imbalanced person to fuck with you. Someone keeps wanting to replay a certain situation back in time. It's like they keep wanting to rewind time and make Taurus accountable for some type of experience that they've had with you, Taurus. And they want you to remember this moment, and they want it to play out in such a theatrical way that they finally get to experience your breakdown, or they finally get to make you feel what they felt at a point in time in their life. And so they focus on wanting this reenactment, right? And when they feel like they're getting closer and closer to that reenactment of a period of time where they were at where you are now, this is where they have wanted you to be for a very long time. And when they feel as if you are getting close to that, or you appear to be in that situation, it's like they want to come in and hit the gavel and be like, and this is why you have lost everything. They want to be able to say, well, now you know what I felt. You get what I'm saying? Or this is why you now feel what I feel, because when I was in this position, this was how you looked at a situation. So these are people that are trying to reenact their own karmic wills with you, and wanting you to feel remorse, feel guilt. And they feel as if having this experience or having this moment will liberate them from some type of experience that made them feel emotionally vexed. So being that they want that experience so much, the divine is going to give them an experience where it's like, okay, You've been calling on the spiritual line, Taurus, so long. You've been doing things to create this scenario so long by focusing on it, right? In disguise. So I'm going to give you that face-to-face combat. I'm going to give you that dual moment where you don't have to say it, but you can project it, right? There's other ways. You can make a person try to feel it emotionally. And it's like, now you see what I had to go through. Now you see what I dealt with. Now you see what I have. You know what I'm saying? What I've been telling you all along. There's something about you in particularly wanting you to experience this lesson. This is definitely scorned energy as well. They want to hear you say it, though. They want to hear you say, I wish I knew this. Now I see why you said this before. You know, they want to hear you say that. Or they want you to say, you know, they want you to cast a spell over yourself. This is that type of energy. So like, these are experiences where people try to humble you and then cross it over as if God is humbling you, right? But their spells that they cast, that with their words or their intentions, only work as good as, you know, if the person that they're doing it to cares. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're beating a dead horse. And that's not any gratification or satisfaction. So someone feels like they can't pick up the phone and tell you how they feel because you wouldn't give a fuck, right? So they have to make you feel. They have to teach you a lesson. So these are people that feel as if they have to stand on their beliefs. So if they're standing on their belief systems, their limited belief systems for whatever religion around karma, dharma, whatever they believe in, their belief systems alone is what carries them and motivates them to come towards you in this matter. Now, here's where shit get a little tricky, though, because if you don't have the same belief system as such said people, they isolate themselves. They isolate themselves in such a way where they become prophet to a prophetess or a propheter. They become prophet. That's what I see here. Public humiliation. They become a pillar of salt. Because anytime that you are holding on or harboring emotions from anything in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, and you take that emotion with you, you have already turned yourself to stone. You have already placed yourself in a position of disempowerment. The Queen of Swords is the only person upright, which means the Queen of Swords has already calculated this web of confusion. And the only thing that separates the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords upright are their beliefs. What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who doesn't believe in anything? And the Queen of Swords doesn't believe in anything. Because the Queen of Swords has to become nothing. When you go on a hermit journey, you become nothing to become everything. That's why I said the hermit has nothing to lose. The hermit gives up and sacrifices everything over and over and over and over again, shedding layer after layer after layer, becoming wiser, sharper, and more refined. Lesson, experience. But this right here, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. Someone has really just like activated another person's transformation. Like, now you see me, now you don't. So like a moth to a flame burned by desire, these people couldn't help but desire this. And so you're giving someone their heart's desires, right? You're giving them. The divine is using you to give someone their heart's desires, which is their belief system. So the only thing they're going to be left with is their belief system. But you shed skin. But they're caught in your web. They get caught up in your web. And all they've done is shake your web. So now you're just aware that there's something, there's a food source, all right, inside of your web, inside of your realm. Yeah, you probably could hear that shit a mile away before it even comes your way. In a nutshell. Emotions. I think we have a checkmate situation coming from this. Yeah, checkmate. There's no way in and there's no way out. So when the world or opposition gives you this or that, or tell you or tries to encourage you to change who you are, to fit whatever narrative, belief system, or whatever. Damn, the target in reverse. Now you see me, now you don't. You say, I choose no option, right? You take the path of least resistance. A window opens up for you. So you stay still. And even after they pull the trigger and make their move, the window for you probably doesn't open until like it's about to penetrate you. You know what I'm saying? Right when it's about to penetrate you, it's like the divine opens the door and you're like, oh, close call. Say it in the nick of time with the 3 of Swords. Still no pain. No pain. No gain. Yeah, you still walk out untouched. Dealings or relationship with an older man. We have feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. We have January. We have recognition, reward, merit, good luck, and good fortune. So, wow, you have you're about to create a bowl of soup. You're about to create a bowl of soup. You have dealings a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Don't know who these people are, but like I said, it's the moon. It's gonna be antibody. But good fortune, recognition is all coming to you. Oh, I'm hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm hearing Austin Powers, baby. I saw Austin Powers, but I heard Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I was seeing in my mind's eye Austin Powers. It was like groovy, baby. Austin Powers is different, okay? Something's being returned back to sender. This is going to not being able to trap you in this way and hurt you in this way or play around in your energy in this way. I'm hearing touche. Touche. Not too shabby. All right, let's clear the energy. I guess we can definitely pull a card just for, like I said, restoring faith in oneself. As my intentions are only to equip you with the tools to empower yourself. What do we have? We have trust. And look, the mountain. I trust the highest way. Come through. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. Period. Pooh. I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Until the next one. Bye.